Welcome to a Drive World tier list of the best cars in the game. Before we get started, I'd like to quickly mention the off-sale cars being included. The mixture looks like it'll be a 3000 score car when it's V12 swapped, assuming it isn't already. Stratus ST4 RS and Apex RS are both likely a more powerful version of their regular cars, and the Aero GT, after its short release, is simply a more powerful Aero. Now, on to the tier list. Let's start with It Exists. This tier includes cars that are just average. They aren't going to win races, but they won't lose much either. I have the three 739 horsepower muscle cars here because, while they have good power, their top speed and handling is underwhelming. Especially the normal contender, it's pathetic at 800 score. People have said the exotic is bad, and according to people on Discord the wide body version is bugged in a bad way. Unfortunately, despite the Comet's high top speed and fair price, I don't see it winning any races. These last three are just average. I'll put what I know about them on the screen for you to see. Next up is competitive. These cars look good and can win you races. The Aero and Aero GT are good top speed cars, both hitting 340 miles per hour. Apex and S35 are both cheap cars for their performance, and the Civil is simply the greatest starter car in existence, being earned by playing for 30 minutes. Blip JTI and Blip R can hit 270 miles per hour, but are difficult to drive with their oversteer. These Cavallos are just great all-rounders, and we'll touch on the Trofeo later. The Nimbus 977 is said to be a great car, though I haven't used it since first beta so I forgot how fast it is. Finally, the Roadster and Wagon are both high accelerating cars, with the latter being overpowered in the 400 class. Roadster understeers, Wagon oversteers. Here's the meta. These are cars that will carry you to victory on a red carpet. Carbon, Carbon RS, and Wide Body Carbon are all fantastic cars from what I've heard, but their only downfall is their poor 259 miles per hour top speed. Nobody has the Cyan, but I expect it to be as good as the Carbons. The Cavallo Trofeo is just a regular Cavallo with better handling, and it was very popular back when the game was released. Nightline S34 and the regular Stratus are both great cars for dominating 400 score races thanks to their handling, and as the Stratus still is good on higher tiers, I've put the other two in this category as well. To finish off this tier, the Vulture is here thanks to its incredible acceleration, and it somehow stays low enough on points to be usable in 1000 score events. Unfortunately its top speed is only 287 miles per hour. If you thought meta was good, meet the professional meta killers. These cars take the meta and eat it for breakfast. Larazzo is the fastest car in the game, no questions asked. It has incredible handling and never loses a race. We already talked about the mixture possibly reaching 3000 score. And the three new Porsche are cheap and quick. The Sturs has the second best handling in the game but only goes 242 miles per hour, ST3 is the Sturs with a 7th gear. And the Turbo S is currently the best car for any top speed races such as Highlands and Expressway. Somebody managed to get 1 minute 50 seconds on Highlands with it barely upgraded. Now let's get back to these two bottom rows. We'll start with one-hit wonders. Due to their nearly 400 miles per hour top speed with a V10 but terrible handling, only use the Cruiser and Interceptor on Highlands and Expressway. Tiger has great handling but terrible top speed at only 207 miles per hour, so only use it on any short track with tight turns, such as race circuit. Microbus is the slowest car in the game, but it's great at jumping jacks. And, finally, don't buy the Spark. It's the worst car in the game by a long shot, with it having no engine upgrades, which means it can only reach 450 with the race brakes and tires, meaning its closest rank for racing is 600. And a car 150 score below the restriction is a death sentence. Not to mention its acceleration is terrible and its top speed is even worse than the microbus. Seriously? Don't buy the Spark.